everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. We will learn kinds of poetry, so let's explore it together. So, the first one we have narrative. This first kind of poetry has almost similar intrinsic elements to those in short story, such as plot and characters. In short, narrative poetry tells a story in verses. So we have Robert Burns here. Robert Burns is a great poet who is from Scotland. He was born on 25th January 1759. Okay, and he is well known as a narrative poet. One of his works is a poem entitled John Barleycorn. This poem was written in 1787 and published in 1782. And this poem can be sung as it is a ballad. Please enjoy this. So I provide not all lines, but only some of them. John Barleycorn by Robert Burns. There was three kings into the east, three kings both great and high, and they have sworn a solemn oath, John Barleycorn should die. They took a plough and plowed him down, put clods upon his head, and they had sworn a solemn oath, John Barleycorn was dead. But the cheerful spring came kindly on, and showers began to fall. So we have still some lines after this, but as you can see here, we have some characters. Three kings, John Barleycorns, and also, some characters. We can also have the plot if you want to read more, okay? You will find the plot of this poem. So narrative is about story, and we have intrinsic elements just like characters and plot. Okay, we move. Now we have lyric poem. Have you ever fallen in love and written a poem for your beloved one? That poem can be classified into lyric poem, since a lyric poem expresses the thoughts and feelings of a single speaker. Additional note for this kind of poem is that it is often written in highly musical verse. So here we have I Wandered Lonely as a Cloud. This is an example of lyric poems, and it was written by William Wordsworth, the great Britain, poet. So here, Wordsworth wrote this poem because an event of long belt of daffodils inspired him when he came across that area together with his sister Dorothy. It was written in 1804 and published in 1807. So enjoy! I Wandered Lonely as a Cloud by William Wordsworth. I wandered lonely as a cloud that floats on high over vales and hills, when all at once I saw a crowd, a host of golden daffodils, beside the lake, beneath the trees, the fluttering and dancing in the breeze. Yeah, so this is the first stanza. We have 6 lines, and as usual, because William Wordsworth from England, he's a British poet. So we have rhyme: cloud, crowd, hills, daffodils, trees, breeze. Okay, next poem. The kind of poem here, we call it concrete. Why? Because we have the shape and we can see the shape. Okay, based on its meaning, concrete means real. We can see it from. So the form is real. So these poems are shaped to look like their subjects. Visual element is vital in this kind of poem. No wonder that it is called shape poetry. The poet arranges the lines to create a picture on a page. Generally, many countries know this kind of poetry. In fact, concrete poem is originally from Greek. It became popular in 1950s. So here, as you can see, I am a very spatial shape. I have 3 points and 3 lines straight. Look through my words and you will see the shape that I am meant to be. I'm just not words caught in a tangle. Look close, this is small triangle. My angles add to 180 degrees. You learn this at school with your IBCs. Practice your maths and you will see some other fine examples of me. So, you can guess, right? The title of the poem is Triangle. Okay, move to Japan. So, we will go to Japan. And in Japan, we have a famous kind of poetry. We call it haiku. So haiku here, this is the example, okay? An old silent pond, a frog jumps into the pond. Splash! Silence again. This is the translation, and it was translated by Harry Ban. Okay, so while narrative and lyric poems are originally from European countries, haiku is from an Asian country that is Japan. This kind of poem is written in a short form which has some rules to be followed. The first one, nature is the main theme. Yes, so this poem always discusses nature. It consists of 3 lines, as you can see here, right? And the first line consists of 5 syllables. An old silent pond. Yes, 5 syllables. And the second line consists of 7 syllables. And the third line consists of 5 syllables. So the syllable pattern is 575. It also mentions a season, word, or indication of time, year. Yes, okay, that's for haiku. Next, we have limerick. Limerick is always about humor. So limerick is a humorous poem. It has specific rhythm pattern and rhyme scheme. It also has a specific number of lines in a stanza. As you can see here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines, and we have also the rhythm, the stress and non-stress pattern, and the rhyme here. So supposed, close, rats, hats, dose. So we have that, right? The rhyme. Okay, move. After haiku and also limerick, we have diamante. So, like diamond, it's not like sun shine bright like a diamond. But as you can see here, the shape here is just like diamond, right? Dog, playful, friendly, barking, waking, jumping, companion, playmate, master, friend, sleeping, purring, playing, self-independent, and man, cat. So not only the shape of a diamond, we should be able to, what is it, have the pattern. You see the first line and also the last line. First is dog and the last line is cat. You know, we have the opposite. The opposite. So the opposite of dog is cat, right? So that's for the last kind of poetry. So thank you very much for your attention. And since you have chosen your own poem to be analyzed, so you can, wow, analyze it also or choose, well, after I read my poem, I think my poem is blah blah blah, narrative or lyric or something. So what kind of poetry are yours?